Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. Man who had his arm partially blown off confesses to friend his only regret was hesitating to pull his gun and not killing the 17-year-old Rittenhouse. From Gateway Pundit. Yeah, this is the best evidence, well, one of the best evidence that Kyle Rittenhouse has in regards to acting in self-defense, because with him admitting this, that his intention was to actually kill Kyle acted in self-defense. This is one of the best ones. Apparently, Kyle, well, let me go from the beginning. Kyle was there because he was apparently community lifesaver, something like that. I forgot the exact word, but he was there aiding the community, and he lives apparently 20 minutes from the city. The gun that he used never crossed state lines. Apparently, it's a gun from Wisconsin, and he was there aiding people. He was after he finished his work, he went on to clean graffiti out of the community, and then when he was finished, he offered his services to aid people who was hurt on the protests, and then after that, he went on to protect a business. He apparently was aiding people when he left the business to aid a few people that got hurt, apparently in a gas station being torched or something like that. Unfortunately, I don't have the article right here with me, but and later on he decided to help others. Then he heard that the police was cordoning off the protesters, and he decided to leave. But then he heard that one of his friends in a business he was protecting and needed help, so he went there. Apparently there he got attacked. Anyway, long story short, we read the news. A shooter was identified as, two men were shot to death, one wounded in Kenosha Tuesday night after riots erupted following an officer-involved shooting. The shooter was identified as a 17-year-old Colin Rittenhouse of Lake County, Illinois. Video footage shows he was likely acting in self-defense. Let me drink some coffee. The shooter was identified. One man died after being shot in the head, and the second man died after being shot in the chest. A third man was wounded after Rittenhouse blew part of his arm off with a rifle. Well, it's sad. He definitely he won't be able to fight with his disarm. Fapping session's gone. Anyway, 26-year-old Gage Grosskreutz had his arm partially blown off after he aggressively rushed at 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse, who had just tripped and fallen while being chased by a BLM mob. Yes, that's when one of the guys tried to hit him with a skateboard on his head. Apparently, the guy who actually got shot on his head, the pedophile, he died doing what he loved the most, chasing underage kids. Anyway, he tried, apparently, by the looks on the video, I assume he tried to steal his rifle, and then, well, got shot. Anyway, Grosskreutz had the gun in his hand when he ran up to Rittenhouse, so in self-defense, the 17-year-old discharged his weapon, blew off part of Grosskreitz's arm, right? I don't know. Arm saving his own life. The first video shows Rittenhouse tripping and falling after being chased. He then fired his weapon at three different men who jumped on him. The man who hit Rittenhouse on the head with a skateboard was shot in the chest and dropped dead. Good. Grosskreutz was shot in the arm and ran away screaming for a medic. A medic! Call the police! A medic! Okay, multiple gunshots. Okay, this is a tweet. Here's a video of Rittenhouse shooting. Okay, we move on. Not going to show that on YouTube because I don't want to get eaten out of YouTube. Okay, more. Okay, back to the article. Doctors perform surgery and save Gage Grosskreuz's right arm. Well, this kind of reminds me of Theocracy, in which the smart doctors kind of sewed up the testicles of the really retarded person together, and that guaranteed that his retard genes passed on. Pretty much like here. Although in this case, he may still not be able to use his fapping arm to fap. Anyway, back to the article. A friend of Gage said that his only regret was not being able to kill the 17-year-old Rittenhouse. There you go. So the kid shot Gage as he drew his weapon. Gage retreated with his gun in hand. I just talked to Gage Grosskreutz too. His only regret was not killing the kid and hesitating to pull the gun before emptying the entire mag into him. Holy shit on a pickle, these people are unhinged. And calls the kid a coward. Are you fucking kidding me? You're attacking a 17-year-old kid who was there to giving aid to you idiots, and you attack him, and this is what happens. Jesus Christ. Rittenhouse was arrested and charged with murder. He should be free. He did nothing wrong. Noted attorney Lynn Wood announced he would help the 17-year-old Rittenhouse and asked for his attorneys to contact him. Yes. If anything, Lynn Wood did a great job with the Covington kids. Yes, this is the same lawyer who helped Nathan. I think it was Nathan. Well, let's call them the Covington kids, who helped the Covington kids deal with the lying press. He won and keeps winning. So this is good. This is definitely something positive. And hopefully Kyle gets out of jail and receives a medal for what he has done. Let me drink some coffee. Because this is absurd. And before you even think, but he crossed borders. Look, he lived nearby, and it's kind of like 20 minutes apparently from where he lives. And secondly, and the most important bit of all, is that the protesters that he shot were also not from Wisconsin. See? Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.